Cassava is grown extensively in Haiti, though it's native to South America. It's also grown in Africa in many places, I believe with Nigeria being the highest producer of cassava. Cassava is low in protein but high in carbohydrates. It's also high in calcium, vitamin C, and B vitamins. The one problem we see here in Haiti is that because it's low in protein, people use it for a large bulk of their diet. In Cuba, they use the bitter cassava as a medicinal to treat hypertension, headaches, as well as IBS.
But in Haiti, people use the cassava leaves when they have migraine or a wild headache.
And Jorgen, tell me, you can remove the root of the cassava but leave the plant. Is that true? And then it will grow another root underneath?
Yeah, you can take the same wood or the branches. You will cut them pieces to replant them. Maybe in 6 months you will have the roots will be growing up.
All right, now that we've learned a little bit about cassava, let's take a look at how it's made. So the first step in making the cassava after they've pulled it from the ground is to put it in a pile over here where women will sit with peelers that they've made out of the bottom of a pop can, and they'll peel the cassava. It's very hard work. They're sitting and sometimes in the sun for 10 hours a day peeling the cassava. So after the cassava is ground up in the machine, and they use a generator for it because we don't have power out here, the next step is to put the cassava in bags. Once the cassava shreds are put into bags, they need to express the liquid. The cassava is pretty hardy in liquid, so they will take the bags of liquid and they will put it on this machine right here. Then they will put pieces of wood in between the bags, and they will use a crank to squeeze out all of the liquid. How long do you think it takes to get rid of all the liquid, Jorgen?
3 to 4 hours.
So they'll just put it tight, tight, tight and leave it. So depending on where you buy your cassava, there are different ingredients that they put in the middle. Generally, coconut is put in the middle of the cassava with a little bit of cinnamon, some sugar, and some ginger as well. As you can see, there's some ginger root here, and they're grating the coconut as well. And then they will mix the coconut with a little bit of cassava flour. To make a fine powder, they use a screen, and they put the cassava in these large bins. So after they put the cassava flour down, somebody else comes around with a sugar, a coconut, ginger, and cinnamon mixture that they put on the top of it. After it sets for a few minutes on the fire, someone will come around with a tool and they'll flip the edge so that the ingredients don't come off. They say it takes about 30 minutes for each side. Turn it over, put some more of the cassava flour on it, and then they'll cook it for another 30 minutes. After that, they take a knife and they section it off. So now that you've seen how cassava is made, you probably want to know where to find it. So this cassava stand is the first of 3 or 4 cassava stands. It's in a city called Mapu. So when you buy cassava, you buy it by the bag. It's about 3.5 or 4 pound bag that you get for about 300 goud. Generally, you just drive up in your car and someone will come running with a bag, and then you can test to see how fresh the cassava is. And once you realize that that's the fresh bag that you want, you buy the bag and get here. The best part about cassava is getting to eat it. I like to eat mine plain or with tuna fish on it.
I like mine with almond butter.
Almond butter, good.